Hi everyone, welcome back to April Vickery's Crafty Creations. Today I wanted to share with you the tutorial for the card folio that I've shared throughout Facebook and on my blog at www.aprilvickeryscraftycreations.com. And Vickery is Vicary with an S, creations.com, and that's all one word. And let's get started. We are going to need some supplies, which I've already pre-cut and taped some but didn't tape others, so just bear with me. You'll need a trimmer, and either your paper trimmer with a scoring blade and a cutting blade, or you'll need your scor pal. So you'll need that. You'll need a bone folder or a credit card, debit card, old something, or scraper, just so you can burnish. Your favorite paper snips for paper, handy dandy ruler, handy dandy pencil, scor tape or your favorite adhesive, and you'll need some cardstock that matches well with the pattern paper you're wanting to use. Now I did two contrasting colors here just because I really wanted to show out the different sizes and what we're going to be doing. But you can do all of yours in one color or however you want it. So the very first thing you want to do is go ahead and get 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11, and you want to you want to cut your paper down to 7 by 11. And on the layout side, which is here, or landscape as some people call it, you want to score at 5, 5 1/4, 10, 10 1/4, 5, 5 1/4, 10, 10 1/4. Burnish all your edges. Let's do that now. And this one. And this kind of makes a binding like a book, you know, just a small little crease there, so you're good. Just fold it back over on its side. You want to burnish this little paper flap here, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a minute. And then burnish your other line, score mark, excuse me. So now you have your crease for your card. And this is going to hold your, this top is actually the card, and you're going to put your folio here, and you're going to decorate with your pattern paper here, and we're going to add a pocket here, okay? Because in my sample, if you remember, which when you're done, it looks like this. So we have that. We have the spine. We open up. And as you can see, this is where we're going to put our pocket. You could put gift cards, photo mats would even be perfect in here, just so they can have some more room for pictures. And this is where your Gatefold folio will go. The accordion fold is what we'll be doing. And I did not do anything on the back yet. I haven't decided what I was quite doing yet. So let's continue on. I have to tell you though, I love how that folio turned out. It was gorgeous. Alright, so we're going to put our card base aside. Now here, you have a couple of options. Your first option is you could cut a notch with a 1 3/8 circle punch, or you can leave it straight. You can put a decorative edge. It does not matter. It is yours. And there is never no oops in creating. So remember that. You want to cut one piece of your next 8.5 by 11, and we want to cut this down to 8 3/4. Excuse me, 8 by 3. I'm having problems speaking tonight. 8 by 3. You're scoring it on the long side here at 2 3/4. So you're already at your 3, so just go down a quarter. 2 3/4. Then you're going to rotate it, and you're going to score at 7 3/4 and 7.5. So 7.5, 7 3/4, 7.5, 7 3/4. And however you would like to do your pocket. Some cut notches, some don't. I do cut a notch, and I just come in to that very first score mark, and I angle and cut a notch. So I cut up, and I'm coming here to cut a notch. Sometimes they match, sometimes they don't. It's mine. So we have the pocket now ready to go. So of course we're just going to burnish. Burnish that first score mark. Burnish the second one. Fold back, and you have your spine here. Here we're just going to simply fold over and burnish. And again, we're going to fold once, burnish, fold again, and burnish, and roll it back. And so now you got your two flippers and a flap, as I call it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add score tape to both of these ends, just because that's my preference for this project. But you're more than welcome to use the wet adhesive, which gives you time to adjust, where when score tape is down, it's down. Okay, I am going to go ahead and cut the burnish this score tape. Okay, so that's all down. Okay, now we're going to bring back our card base. Open it up. We have this flap, remember? If you want to go ahead and add your pattern paper now, this would be the time to do it, because when you put your pocket on, it's going to be a little difficult to get your pattern paper on there, just because of how the pocket is laid. So if doesn't matter to you, you can go ahead. For me, I would just go ahead and add the pattern paper down. Take your flap, fold it over, take your pocket, and on this one I am going to add just the wet adhesive. I'm not going to use the score tape, just because I like to have a little wiggle room when I'm creating pockets, especially on a spine. So I'm just going to add my glue. And I'm using Beacon 3-in-1, but I can assure you that I can put that on the wrong side. So, yes, I did that. Talking too much. I'm just going to wipe that. When it dries, I can use my adhesive rubber thingy to get it off. And it'll be all will be right with the world. Okay, so we got our things. I erase. I'm going to put the adhesive here. My apologies. Okay. Now I'm going to take my pocket, lay the flapper over the glue. Okay. So now we have our flapper on there. And I'm just going to fix it just a hair. I'm just going to kind of make sure it's lined up. Burnish it down. And if you got glue seeping out, clear it up, clear it up. And I am going to get my glue eraser. If I can find it really quick. And of course not, you know, I just, oh boy. Okay, we're gonna just not worry about it. I don't know where it's hiding right now. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is and I'll deal with that later. Now, our flappies here, these right here, when you bring your packet over, remember to roll back. Simply, you're gonna remove the adhesive and you're gonna tuck it in just like that. So it will line up perfectly in my perfect little world. Okay, so let's get this done. I've got my pocket here, pocket paper. Oh, FYI, if you want to go ahead and just lay this one down now, attach it, you can. If not, and it doesn't bother you, it's not going to be seen, so it can stay open if it likes. Alright, so I'm going to fold her over. Bring my card base up. Remember to tuck this in by just simply folding that over. Okay, a little off, but that's all right. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Burnish this down, make sure it's stuck. You don't want your pocket coming open. And again here, do the same thing. And burnish that one down. Alright, So we have our pocket on our card base. We have spine, spine, spine. We have a spine. Looking good. So put that aside now. Here comes the gatefold. I went ahead and attached these boogers because let me tell you, it drove me absolutely crazy trying to get these things lined up like they should for some reason. Excuse me, I gotta take a drink there for a minute. So, I did it off camera so you wouldn't have to hear me cuss. Because you know when you're working on a project and you know it goes together, you did everything right, but the daggum thing still isn't working. It drove me crazy. So, this long strip here is actually 2 pieces of 11 by 4 1/4, and that last piece of 8, that one sheet of the 11 by 4 1/4, you can get 2 out of that piece of paper of 8 1/2 by 11. Okay, so you're basically cutting at 4 1/4, and you got 2. You're going to score each of them at 3/6/9. So you got 3/6/9, 3/6/9. You're going to bring them together because you got them cut, and you see my little crease here, so you know I had to add that to this. Okay, this is where I went to cussing because I forgot to add my add-on flap, and that piece measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. You're going to score it at 3. You're going to add it to the piece on the right hand side, not over here. You want it over here. Okay? Step 1. Number 2, you're going to join the right and the left. And it doesn't matter if left is over right or right is over left. It just don't matter. And you're actually making another complete panel. Okay? So, you got it lined up, and you got 2 flippy flaps. Okay, as you can see, I joined them. And you're going to join them to measure 3 inches. So when you join them, you're going to put your hand on one or the other. You're going to use your ruler. You're going to take that, you want it at 3 1/4. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Join the 2 ends. You want it to measure 3 1/4. So here's your 3 1/4. That matches 3 1/4. Now, you adhere it after you're finished cussing. And this whole panel right here is now what is going to be laid down on top of your card base. So, what does that mean? That means if you want a ribbon closure to tie your gatefold together, now is the time to add it. And you're going to add it where this panel is, because this panel now is 6 1/4 inches long. So you can actually fit a 4 by 6 picture or pattern paper on this panel. So you got your 6. So you're going to hold this down Well, it doesn't matter. And you're actually going to accordion fold your flappers. Okay? So you're going to go in, out, in. Let's do it again. In, out, in. Got it? Same thing over here. In, out, in. Now, that extra panel you added allows for another photo mat opportunity. So these match now, because if you didn't have this side or whatever side you added it would be, this side would be longer than this one. So now you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 pictures right there you can fit on this one side. A 4x6 will fit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6. Sorry, I can't count. So that's 12 photos. Okay? Now, you have this gap, and that's what you want. Add your ribbon back here. Flip her back over. Got it the way you want it. Go ahead and tie your ribbon real quick, because now you want to adhere this piece to your card top. Okay? So I'm just going to do that with you. If I can remember which one I have open, that would be great. So, Alright. The art glitter glue would probably be better for this project, and Miss Tammy at Country Craft Creations sells it. And let me tell you, there are Speedy Gonzalez over there. I can order it, and within a day, it is shipped and on its way to me. So I added my adhesive. I'm going to eyeball it to where I want it. But remember, you got that ribbon or a closure or something on there. Alright. So now it's down. It's all happy, happy, happy. And now you have your card folio. I hope you've enjoyed today's project demonstration tutorial. So let's get these side by side. So we got 2 tops, 1 folio, 1 pocket. You can make the notch if you want, and a place to write a sentiment. These are great, fast, and easy to make. They'd be great for gifts for aunts, uncles, family, friends, cousins, grandmas, grandpas, whoever that lives far away, instead of, because you know they all want pictures. So why don't you just fill up an album for them? And maybe do, you know, family photo and kids photos. And then in the middle you can do the family photo. But There's so many different things you can do with this that it would just be cute no matter what you did. And it'd be great gifts for, family, friends, teachers, co-workers, etc. I mean, the list can go on and on. And it's great because, they're not going to throw it away, because why? They got their pictures in here already matted, and now they can have it out year round. So, thank you for watching. Please remember to either give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you can suggest anything different. I would love to hear you, as well as love to see your creation of the photo folio. Until the next time, keep crafting. Bye-bye.